more gracious. Wait, hold up, I got next. No dirt on my name, that's a flex, yeah. I just want commas, no drama, no stress. I got too much, I'm thankful, I'm blessed. Way up, I'm way, hold up, I got next. No dirt on my name, that's a flex, yeah. I just want commas, no drama, no stress. I got too much, I'm thankful, I'm blessed. Way up, I'm blessed. My life looking.
Yo,
What's up, wizard?
yeah, I just want to know what evidence do you have that Satan revealed to him, or you just too high and made that shit up? I just want to know.
Are you Muslim?
Don't worry about it. I just want to know the evidence first.
What do
What
you mean,
evidence you
don't
got?
worry about it? Are you Muslim?
100%, yeah.
Okay. So all you have to say, why you just acting
Okay,
weird, bro?
what's the evidence that you have? Because I don't want to waste time. Because it looks like you're gonna waste my time on bullshit. So
I won't waste your time, bro. I don't waste time. I'm not a time waster.
I like that. Okay, then what evidence? Let's get to it.
Okay. First of all, Sahih Muslims 21:14, right? You can look these up if you want. 21:14. It says Abu Hurairah reported Allah's messenger saying, "The bell is the musical instrument of Satan." Do you agree?
Yep.
Okay, good.
I'm eating,
Now,
so if I don't respond, just ask him one more time. I will answer it for you.
okay, so we move to the next hadith. It's Sahih. It's Sahih. Sunan An-Nasa 5222. It says, Salama, the wife of the prophet, said, I heard the messenger of Allah say, the angels do not enter a house in which there is a small bell or bell, and the angels do not accompany groups of people who have bells with them. Is that true?
Man, I told you to give me the evidence, not about.
I'm coming. Just
Be
chill out.
be direct instead of like taking me on a circle. I don't
Okay.
want to forget about what I came here for. You feel me? Just
Okay, here we go.
I'm eating and you wasting my time out here already.
Sahih Muslim 233b. It says Aisha reported that Hadith B. Hisham asked Allah's apostle, how does the wahi, the inspiration, come to you? He said, at times it comes to me like the ringing of a bell, and that is most severe for me, and when it is over, I retain that, what I have received in the form of wahi. And at times an angel in the form of a human being comes to me and speaks, and I retain whatever he speaks. So he
And
says,
you know what is the
at
action
times
again?
it comes to me like the ringing of a bell. This is how he received his inspiration, his wahi.
Okay, do you know what the angel name is?
Angel Jibril.
Thank you. So if you're saying that the angel revealed to him, how is the angel Satan? You're just confusing. Or you confused
No.
yourself.
Did you understand what he says? At times it comes to me like the ringing of the bell. And I just asked you earlier, was the bell the instrument of Satan? You said yes.
So you're telling me the whole Quran was written by Satan?
I'm
No,
telling you.
Do you
I'm
agree or
telling
not?
you. From this evidence, sure.
So okay, I have a question for you as well. Why would Satan say pray 5 times a day, stay away from sins? Why would Satan say that?
Because if he can get you to actually think
No, you're not answering my question. You
hold
just
on. You asked me a question, bro. Calm
okay. I'm gonna
down.
let you answer it with however you want to see it fit.
Okay. If the devil can convince you that what you're learning is actually true and inspired by God, he will mix in some truth with lies.
Okay, I want to hear about the lies and the truth that the Satan put into religion. Is there a way that you can specific, like give me examples or?
Are you trying to change the subject about the bells?
No. I'm just trying to get to know like how did the Satan wrote a whole Quran and reveal it to a man that you say is a prophet. Like how can the Satan say pray 5 times a day, stay away from pork that's dirty, and do not commit
Okay, so
fornication
if you're praying to something that's not the real God, then Satan, he wants you to be praying to him. You're not praying to the real God of if you think that's Abraham, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. It's not who
Okay,
you're praying to.
okay, let's
You
say
are
that's true.
praying to Satan.
Okay, for now, let's say that's true. Why would Satan say, uh, do not eat pork and then do better, treat your neighbor as like, why would he say that?
Okay, hold on. I just explained it to you that he will mix some truth with falsehood. Didn't I not?
How would Satan make, no, it doesn't make sense.
Yes, it does.
It doesn't, it really doesn't make sense. Satan doesn't come to you and say, do good. And while he's Satan, if you
So
say
is
he's
the
saying,
bell, hold on, is the bell the instrument of the devil?
I don't know where you got that from, Google or
I just read it for you,
DuckDuckGo.
and you said yes. The bell is the instrument of Satan.
The what I'm not understanding right now is how did the Satan know about the future and everything prophecies that have in the Quran? So does the Satan know the future?
Do you believe that spiritual beings operate on a higher frequency, on a higher level, in a different realm than us?
Well, they don't know anything. Only God knows the future and the past and what's between
How
them.
do they know how to tempt you, and in which manner do they can tempt you? How do they know that?
They only whisper to you.
Okay, but how do they know what's your weaknesses?
They're around us, but we cannot see them.
Okay, but how do they know what's your weaknesses?
So you telling me Satan is God or something right now? You make us
No, I'm not. No,
huh?
I'm not.
Okay, you tell me the answer of your question then.
Okay, listen. Let me read you one more.
No, no, don't read
Let me
me.
read
Just
you.
answer the
Hold on. Let
question that
me
you just
read
have
you
for me
one
right now.
more. Let me read you one more about the bell. Sunan Abu Dawood 4738. Sunan Abu Dawood 4738. Abda Allah bin Masud reported that the messenger of Allah saying, when Allah the Exalted speaks to send revelation, the inhabitants of heaven hear the clanging of a bell from the heavens like a chain being dragged across a rock, and they swoon. So, if the bell is Satan's instrument, Allah, when He speaks and sends revelation, how come do people hear the ringing of the bell?
I have a
Well, the
question for you.
angels
Are you
actually hear
Christian?
the ringing of the bell.
Are you Christian?
Answer my question.
No, no. Can you answer my question first, just like how
Can
I
you answer
answer
my
you what my
question
religion
first?
is? No, no.
Can you answer my question first?
Can you man up and answer my question? What
Can
is
you
your
answer
religion?
my question first?
No, 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 no.
And
You don't.
I will answer your question.
No, no, no. Listen, listen. Just tell me about your religion so I can like
Can you
know
answer?
where
We're
you're
not
coming
jumping
from.
to the Bible right now. I'm asking you about your religion.
No, no, no. My religion is Islam, Muslim. I'm asking you, what's your religion? So you don't have the balls and the capacity to tell me what your religion is, but you need other people to answer you. I
No.
don't. It feels like I'm not
All I'm
talking to
gonna
a
do
man.
is tell you my religion, and then you're gonna try to switch to the Bible.
No, no,
You
no,
will
no.
not put the Muslim
I'm not gonna
shuffle to the
switch it
Bible.
to
I want you
anything.
to answer this.
No, no, no. I'll have a simple question for him. Are you Christian? Even the
I
people that
am
commented.
Christian. Okay, I'm
Thank
Christian.
you, thank you. Do
Okay.
you know
Now tell
what
me
was the
about this
first?
bell. Now
No, no.
tell me about this bell. Tell me
Let me
about
tell you
this
something
bell that the
important about the
inhabitants
bell.
of heaven hear when Allah speaks and sends his revelation. If the bell is the instrument of Satan,
Did you know in the
Allah
beginning?
is using something that the instrument of Satan to send and speak his revelation, and even the inhabitants, meaning the heavens, hear the clanging of a bell.
Do you know what's the call for Christians? It's a bell. So you tell me the Christians worship Satan.
This is not in my religion. This is in your religion. Stop trying to
Well,
shuffle.
no, no,
Don't
no, no.
put
I
this
have a
on my
question for you.
religion because my Bible doesn't say anything about my God sending revelation the sound of a bell.
No,
Stop
listen
it.
to my question again clearly.
No,
Did
you
you
listen to my.
know?
You
Listen,
listen to
listen,
my.
listen.
You listen. Did you hear my answer?
No,
You
don't
can't
do not
switch this
interrupt
onto
me.
the Bible
I'm not
because
switching
my Bible
anything.
don't say
I'm
anything
just
about this,
asking.
bro.
I'm asking a simple question. Did you know that Christian call for prayer with a bell? Did you know that?
And so what? This is not
Okay,
in
then
my
you see,
religion.
you
This
see
is not in my
how
religion.
ignorant you are. You
This is
see
not
how
in my
ignorant you
religion,
are.
bro.
No, no. You
Bruh.
did you just see how ignorant you are? Because Christian used to use a bell to call for prayer, and
Silly. Silly, silly man. Silly, silly man. Silly. Bro. Running from his own hadith. From his own hadith. I will bring you back up if you can stick to the topic, wizard. Miss Jesus Christ, I don't believe you're Muslim, so I'm not gonna bring you up. McGraw, I don't think you're Muslim either. I'm trying to get some Muslims to talk about this subject, but I see what I talked to Miss
No,
Jesus
I'm not
Christ.
Muslim. I'm Christian.
What's up, McGraw?
How you doing, brother? Peace
What's
be with
happening,
you.
brother?
God loves you.
God bless you.
Uh, Um, is it question of time? Can I say something?
Yeah, you can make a comment before I
Yeah.
move to
So,
my next question.
I just awareness. The symbol that I have here is noon. From where Jesus came from was Nazareth. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
This symbol is being used in Iraq and Afghanistan and most Muslim countries to profile where Christians live. And I'm trying to stage awareness to it where this is something where the mustache guy, I remember in 1941, well,
Mm-hmm.
he did basically the same thing with a SWAT sticker. And this, though it's N for noon, meaning Nazareth, it's being used as a detriment to us Christians. So that's number one.
Okay.
Number two is what I've heard today was really disturbing to me. And we don't think prostration is something good. Like, we don't prostrate as Christians. But people people that would come into your house with a pew pew and stick it to your head and tell you get on your knees, that would be a prostration. It's something that is not willfully done. It's something that is forcibly done. You follow? Like, this is my argument. And when it comes down to it, and they say that Jesus was born by the Spirit of Allah, isn't that two gods? Like when they break our chops about three gods, in the text it says that Allah sent his spirit, okay, in the likeness of a man, perfect form, to blow in between Mary's legs to make Jesus. It's absurd, it's disgusting, and
Mm-hmm.
it's two gods in one.
Yeah, but they don't see it like that. They they gonna just say, "Oh, you don't know the Arabic. You don't know. That's not what it means." Same old script that they actually think is relevant, but it's not. It's not. It's not relevant at all. So,
Well,
but yeah,
yeah, so
I appreciate you for coming up, brother.
yeah, thank you. Thanks for having me up. It's something food for thought.
No problem, bro.
Thank
God
you,
bless
brother.
you.
God bless you too and your
Appreciate you
family.
for speaking out, though.
Thank you, bro.
Okay. All right. All right. All right. Yeah, man. If anybody want these references, they can't deny this. They cannot deny it. They can't deny it. Who we got in the guest request? Salam.
Hello.
What's up, Salam?
What's happening, brother?
What's happening, bro? God bless you.
God bless you too. So you said
What you want to talk about?
Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam received revelation from Satan.
Yeah.
Well, how so?
Do you have another device on you where you can look some sources up?
Yeah, let me grab my iPad. But you want to go ahead and you probably said it a few times, so if you go ahead and talk about it while I look it up.
Sure, no problem. Look at Sahih Muslim 2114. And it says, Abu Hurairah reported that Allah's messenger is saying, the bell is the musical instrument of Satan. Do you agree with that?
We do believe musical instruments are of Satan, yes.
The bell.
Well, musical instruments in total.
Specifically, it's saying that the bell is the musical instrument of Satan.
Which hadith is this?
Sahih Muslim 2114.
2114?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Also, these are probably my first time looking up this hadith, so I have to look at the...
No problem.
Okay, the bell is the musical instrument of Satan, okay.
Mm-hmm. Then if you go to... I'll go straight to it. I got quite a few ideas. If you go to Sahih Muslim 2333B.
2333B?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
It says that Aisha reported that Hadith B. 2333B.
2333B.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Y'all, come on! We got 62 people in here. Please tap the screen. Let's get it up, man. We can get it up to 10K real quick. Let's get into the TikTok algorithm. Okay, you there, Salam?
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay, it says Aisha reported that Hadith B. Hisham asked Allah's apostle, how does the wahi, the inspiration, come to you? He said, at times it comes to me like the ringing of a bell, and that is most severe for me. And when it is over, I retain that what I have received in the form of wahi. And at times an angel in the form of a human being comes to me and speaks, and I retain whatever he speaks. So it comes to Muhammad like the ringing of a bell.
Yeah, but it's not a bell ringing. You know, you understand what he's saying right there, right?
The ringing of a bell, right?
So you have to read it in Arabic, right? So it says أحيانا يأتيني في مثل صوصلة الجرس وهو شده على ثم يفصل عني وقد وعدته. Sorry, my Arabic is kind of rough. وأحيانا ملاك في مثل سورة الرجل فأعي ما يقول. Okay, so
what is it saying?
Okay, so have you ever heard of the saying like when you have a headache, right? This is just our first reading. When you have a headache,
my head is ringing.
Like my head's ringing,
mm-hmm.
Or like someone's playing drums in my head, right? Like, you know, a headache, how sometimes it's like a beat of a drum.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a drum that's playing?
No,
but it's
not technically no.
But it's like the beat of a drum, correct?
That's just using an analogy.
Exactly. So he's saying that sometimes they come to him like the ringing of the bell, and it's severe, basically like an alarm.
So when he says that like the ringing of a bell, he's making a similarity to a bell ringing.
Well, the
only way you can describe it is a bell ringing.
But it's not the instrument itself. We see that the instruments, right? So if you go back to the other hadith, right? So you see the bell is the musical instrument of Satan.
Mm-hmm.
So the instrument itself, we believe that instruments are haram, musical instruments.
Okay.
But this is not talking about, the musical instrument plays and then I get revelation, right? Or I get inspiration. It's saying sometimes it comes hard on him, like the severity of a bell ringing. Like, okay, there's one time he received revelation from the angel Gabriel, and he became hot and sweaty in the cold desert, right? And
That's what it says at the top of the Hadith.
there's another hadith, right?
No, that's what it says at the top of that Hadith. It's the heading of the one I just gave you.
Oh, it's the next one. Oh, on top
No,
of it.
it's the heading. Just look at the top of it.
Yeah. Okay. See, that's what I'm talking about, right? So sometimes there's one time where he had his leg, I don't know, on top of who, on top of one of his wives, and when he got a revelation, his leg became super, super heavy.
So heavy, yeah.
So he's saying sometimes when I get these inspirations, they are hard on me, basically, right? So it's not saying that it's the musical instrument of a bell, relating it to the instrument of Satan. It's saying the ringing of the bell, kind of like how I said with the headache, right? When I say my head's ringing, you're not saying there's a bell ringing technically. You're just saying my head's hurting that much.
Okay, I got you. So go to Sunan Abu Dawood 4738.
Which one?
Sunan Abi Dawood.
Sunan Abu Dawood.
Sunan Abi Dawood.
Which one?
4738.
4738. Okay. 4738. Abu Dawud. Okay.
And you see at the top it says it's the chapter header. It says the Quran, the word of Allah. You see that?
Yeah, but that's the chapter title. So.
Right. So this is the Quran, the word of Allah.
Okay.
Okay. Abdullah bin Masud reported the messenger of Allah as saying, when Allah the Exalted speaks to send revelation, the inhabitants of heaven hear the clanging of a bell from the heavens like a chain being dragged across a rock, and they swoon. So even Allah, when he speaks, it sounds like a bell.
Okay, but this is still not your... One second.
It don't say like, it doesn't say, it says they hear the clanging of a bell
Okay, let me read it.
from the heavens.
حدثنا أحمد بن أبو صروح بن حسين بن إبراهيم وعلي بن مسلم قالوا حدثنا أبو معاوية حدثنا العام عن مسلم عن مسعود
So is Allah using the instrument of Satan to send down his word and to send down the Quran according to this?
No.
Yes. It doesn't say like, it doesn't say similar. It says they hear the clanging of a bell.
I'm looking for right now in Arabic. 1 second. Okay, it says salsala jarra salsala. Okay, let me look up this word. 1 second. Okay, that's a clang like dragging chain, so that's not the right part. And then where's the other part? Okay.
And then don't you see a little bit later it says when he comes to them, and then they continue to remain like that until Jibril comes to them. So Jibril comes to the inhabitants of heaven just like he comes to Muhammad. And when he comes to them, they recover and say, "Oh Jibril, what did your Lord say?" So the speech of Allah sounds like it's a bell. And we know that we just read in the early Hadith that the bell is Satan's instrument.
The word bell is not even used in the Arabic, so I don't know where they got clanging of a bell because it's only clanging. So if you take the Arabic, right, and you look at it, the word bell is not even used at all.
So this a faulty hadith?
Not a faulty hadith. That's what I'm saying. So when you look at hadith, you have to look at the Arabic, and I'm not being deceitful at all. You could, like, if you want to pull it up on your side and take it and put the whole hadith in Google Translate and look for the word bell. I'm gonna do that right now. I did it for the first half. So this is what it says when I translate it, right, in Google Translate. When God speaks by revelation, the people of heaven hear a clang of heaven like a chain being dragged on a line of rocks. The word bell is not there. So I don't know why they added the word bell, but the word bell is not there at all. And if you look at the other hadith, right? So if you go back to the other hadith, and okay, so the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, the sixth word, so you see how on Sunnah.com it's bolded?
Which other hadith are you mentioning right now?
233b.
233b?
Yeah, the one you showed before.
Mm-hmm.
And if you look at you see how there's a quotations at the end of the hadith, it's a bold text?
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you look at the first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth word, that word, it's jaras. Il-jaras. That's bell.
So who translated this hadith? Me or your scholars?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. It's like if you're gonna do hadith analysis, you have to speak Arabic, or you have to have.
So who translated the hadith into English? Me or your scholars?
Our scholars.
Okay, so they knew in what example that they was trying to convey when they said a bell.
Again, and that's why I'm saying that they're not speaking of the literal instrument, right? They're speaking of the chains clang like a ringing of a bell.
It doesn't say like.
But that's what it says in the Arabic.
It doesn't say like in this.
I'm telling you,
the heavens they hear the clanging of a bell.
But I'm telling you that's what it says in Arabic. I read Arabic. So and
your own translators did too.
Well, they're trying to make it. They're trying to use, like, I'm not going to speak to exactly what they're trying to do, but off like first look, they're trying to basically give you an example of what to think of. It's like a bell. Again, like the other thing, like a headache, right? It's like a ringing of a bell.
I'll say, okay, so in heaven, because they're talking about the inhabitants of heaven here. When Allah the Exalted speaks to send revelation, the inhabitants of heaven hear the clanging of a bell. So do they get headaches too?
No, it's not. But the thing is, the word jaras is not used.
No, I'm saying
I'm reading Arabic.
The inhabitants of heaven, the angels, the heavenly congregation, do they have headaches and say, "Oh man, this is like too much for me"?
No, but that's not.
You think they have feelings like that?
That's the other hadith that we're talking about, it being kind of like that similar metaphor. But this one's different. This one's a sound, right?
But I'm talking about this one.
So this one, I'll read it to you in Arabic, right? So إذا تكلم الله, right? That says when God speaks, when Allah speaks, بالوحي, سميع أهل السماء, with revelation, the people of Jannah, the people of heaven, hear للسماء صلصلة كجر الصلصلة على الصفاء فيضعكون. So it says they hear, right, like a jar. Jar means to drag.
It says dragged in this hadith too.
Yeah,
so you're willing to take. Okay, so you're willing to take.
I'm not lying, incredible. You can look it up.
So, hold on, real quick.
The guy that's online, you could look up the hadith and put it in Google Translate and find the word bell using hadith. And
don't. Bro, don't worry about the comments. We're talking. You know what I'm saying? Like the comments gonna say whatever they want to say. Feel me? Right. I don't really pay attention to the comments when I'm engaging.
Yeah. You know, Arabic says nothing about bell.
Okay, so but this is what I'm trying to see, Salam. You agree with everything in this hadith except the bell part.
It's not that I don't agree with the bell part. Because what you're trying to do is you're trying to connect the musical instrument, right? The bell, the musical instrument, to the hadith, saying that because there's a use of a musical instrument, that it's from Satan. But in neither of these hadiths were a musical instrument used. It was just used as metaphors.
Okay, so no, this is not saying metaphorically. It says that they hear the clanging of a bell.
But I'm telling you in
It's
Arabic.
not using metaphorically.
But
It's
I'm
not saying like a bell.
but
It's not saying similar to a
we,
bell.
we've already
It
we've
says
already come to the
the
conclusion.
clanging of a bell.
We've already come to the conclusion that the clanging of a bell was added in the English translation. The word bell is nowhere to be found in the Arabic.
So you disagree with your scholars on this.
I don't disagree with the scholars. I disagree
So
with
what
the
are you arguing about?
the translation doesn't properly translate exactly what the hadith says.
Okay, so you disagree with your scholars that translated this into English. I didn't
disagree-
make this up. An English speaker didn't make this up. This is how they chose to actually put this, translate
Yeah, but
this hadith.
but you can just easily read the Arabic and see that it's used metaphorically.
It says the clanging
I
of a
get what it
bell.
says in
bro.
English. I get what it says in
Whether
English.
it's, so,
I-
so,
I'm
so,
gonna-
so it's a metaphorical. Hold on. So it's a metaphorical clanging of the bell in heaven.
Yes.
So how come that the angels that's actually hearing this have to wait for Jibril to come and tell them until they recover, because they don't even know what Allah is saying. So the angels, they don't speak Arabic.
No, well, Jibril is an archangel. He's on a higher level than the rest of the angels. He's the one that.
So the angels, but isn't Allah speaking Arabic?
No, the Quran is in Arabic.
But isn't Allah speaking Arabic?
We don't know what Allah is speaking. This is above our
Yeah,
comprehension.
that's his language. Because on the day of judgment, according to everyone in heaven, they speak Arabic.
No, where does that say that? Show me that.
So they don't speak Arabic in heaven.
The Quran was sent down in Arabic. We don't try to comprehend the language of Allah or the speech of Allah.
So they don't speak Arabic in heaven. On the that's not going to be the final language of heaven. Isn't Arabic?
Show me
Is that what
where
you're
it
saying?
says. Show me where it says that.
Is it true or not?
No, I literally just told you. We don't try to comprehend the speech of Allah. It's above our comprehension. Unless you could show me something and I can read about it and see, then I'll agree with you. But for me to speak on something I have no idea or I'm ignorant to.
Okay, hold on. Let me find where I.
But can you consider these two hadiths that you brought up, trying to connect the musical instrument of Satan and connect it to hadiths? If you're gonna be sincere and genuine with me, you know what I mean, and with yourself.
I'm just going with what your interpretation.
It's not my interpretation, but I'm saying like did my
The interpretation of your scholars is saying that it's a bell.
What I'm saying is like, okay, so forget this second hadith. The hadith before that, did my interpretation make sense?
Yeah, but if you wasn't doing bitter, you're doing bitter right now.
I'm not. What's bitter?
You're doing innovation on this second hadith.
I'm not doing innovation. I'm not doing innovation. I'm literally going back to the original Arabic that doesn't have the word jaras. And if you don't believe me, copy and paste the entire hadith into Google Translate and see if the word bell shows up.
Okay, I said I will grant you that, but I said that your scholars actually use the clanging of a bell.
Yes,
And they don't do like a bell. They don't do any of that. It says the clanging of your bell. So your scholars, that's what I'm asking you. Do you disagree with your scholars?
We don't believe that any of the scholars are infallible, right? They can make mistakes. So just because, so people make mistakes. So they
I got under the bus.
No, it's not thrown under the bus. It's can you make mistakes?
You literally just throw them under the bus.
I'm not. Who am I throwing under the bus? The person that translated this?
Yeah, Sunan Abu Dawud.
That's not Sunnah Abu Dawud that translated this hadith. You know that, right?
Well, whoever translated, you threw him under the bus.
But I'm saying is that this was in Arabic. You know, English is a new language, right? In comparison to Arabic.
No matter what, this is how they chose to translate it.
Did English exist 1400 years ago?
I said no.
Okay, so if the word bell is not used in the Arabic, I'm not throwing Abu Dawud under the bus.
You're throwing.
But have you ever heard the term
translated this? You throwing them under the bus.
I'm not throwing them under the bus. When they made this translation, and they added this metaphor, right, of clean, because they're trying to make it easy for you to understand, right? The clanging of the chains is like a bell. They didn't expect someone to come and try to deceive people and use it to connect that to the musical instrument of Satan, right?
How many things make a clanging noise?
A lot of things make clanging noises.
A lot of things make a clanging noise, right?
Okay, but most of them you would think what?
So why, right? Out of all the things in the world that makes a clanging noise, they chose a bell.
You do know the bell is not the only musical instrument we believe is haram, right? We believe.
Doesn't matter. I'm not talking about other musical instruments. I'm talking about the music instrument that is mentioned in your hadiths.
No, I get what you're saying. No, 100%, I get what you're saying. Don't get me wrong. But what I'm saying is that in those two hadiths, the connection that you're trying to make with a musical instrument to those two hadiths and revelation from Allah don't make sense at all.
It actually does make sense. That's what is. That's why your scholars actually put the bell.
Okay.
So
how about
hold on, real quick. Do your scholars know that the bell? Would they have known that the bell is a musical instrument of Satan? Would they have known that or no?
Yes.
They would have known that.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the dude that the person that translated this.
And I'm saying yes.
They would have known that it was a musical instrument. The bell. So wouldn't they stray far as possible from saying that it was actually a bell? If that wasn't already, said before?
It's a non-issue because if someone's being sincere and genuine and actually looking to really look at what it's actually saying, not trying to impose their beliefs on it, it's not an issue. But when you're trying to impose your beliefs that this is a connection to Satan, then that's when it becomes an issue. But you don't speak Arabic, right? You don't understand the context of any of these hadiths.
The magical Arabic.
So that's what does an issue.
You actually
let me still mind your argument, right? Let me still mind. No, hold up. Let me still mind your argument. Let me still mind your argument, and let's say, right, you're trying to say Satan, right, brought these revelations. What is Satan's end goal?
To have almost a quarter of the world worship him.
So to get a quarter of the world to only worship the one creator, to curse Satan.
No. Because if you think you're worshiping the one creator, you're worshiping the wrong creator. You're actually worshiping Satan.
How? Doesn't Satan want idol worshippers? Wouldn't Satan want people to fornicate? Wouldn't Satan want people to drink? Wouldn't Satan want people to do drugs? Wouldn't Satan want people to murder? Wouldn't Satan want people to do everything that Islam is against? So to convince Muslims to do everything that's against Satan, that's the end goal, right? For him.
It's not all against Satan.
How is it not all against Satan? Does Satan enjoy people murdering each other?
Okay, because if you can 65-4, if you can, have relations with prepubescent girls, if you can 434, you can actually beat your wife. If you can
If you
actually
can what?
434 have sexual relations with
With
captive
who?
slaves. If you can permissible to lie. Just
Permissible to
because
lie to who?
if I have a cool glass of water and it looks perfect, ice in it, I'm hot, I'm thirsty, looks good. But if I put just a drop of poison in it, then it contaminates the whole water. Even though it looks good, it looks appealing that I want to drink it, and it looks good from the outside, and I could just look at it and be like, that looks good. But if you put a little bit of poison in it, I won't ever know. And I drink it thinking it's good, but it's bad for me.
Yeah, but you know where the prophet was, they were all idol worshippers, right?
And
So to turn them away from idol worship, does that really make sense for Satan?
he didn't turn them away from idol worship. He actually ingratiated all of their idol worship and pagan rituals right into Islam. The circumambulating around the Kaaba 7 times, throwing the stones to hit Satan. The black stone that's in there, you go and kiss it. You're doing the same thing that the pagans of the Quraysh did.
Yeah, they don't worship the black
He didn't get
stones.
he didn't get rid of anything. He
You
actually
don't.
just
They
ingratiated
don't.
it into Islam.
They don't worship the black stone in the Kaaba. You know that, right?
I didn't say they worship it,
And kissing it is not a requirement. People don't have to do that.
but isn't it still inside the Kaaba,
It's still
the
yeah, it is
house
in
of
the Kaaba.
Allah,
Yeah.
the same Kaaba that you
So do you
face?
know why? Do you know why
Hold
Muslims?
on, Salam. The same Kaaba that you face every 5 times a day to pray to is still the black stone is still in there
Yeah, but do you know why they face the Kaaba?
because it's supposed to be the house of Allah. It's supposed to be the center of the universe according to Muslims.
Well, no, it's not that. Well, if you look at the wisdom behind it, right? Let's say I'm doing prayer, right? And I have a group of Muslims and we all want to do prayer. How do we decide which direction to face when we pray?
Do it matter what direction you face? If you
It
just
does
pray,
matter.
if Allah is the most, he's up in heaven or wherever you think it. Well, he's above the seventh heaven. He's not really in heaven. He's above his throne or whatever, and he's the all knowing. What difference do it make which way you face to
Because
pray?
it doesn't matter to Allah, but it matters to humans. If there's 20 Muslims in a room and they're gonna pray to,
What does it matter, bro?
I'm
If
not
me
saying
and my
it
wife are
does.
praying,
It does
if
matter.
God don't care if she's facing the north, south, east, or the
God
west.
doesn't care. It's not for God. It's for us. If there's 20 Muslims in
So
the room, hold up. Let me finish my thought. If there's 20 Muslims in a room and they need a direction to face, who decides which direction they face when they pray?
why do you need a direction?
To bring unity within the brothers. What are you talking about?
What does that matter, bro?
Because
Doesn't
let's say
matter.
I wanna face north, but my cousin wants to face west,
So
and my other
what?
cousin
If
wants
we
to
just
face east.
facing west, praying to the same God. So what?
But see, that's what I'm saying. That's the difference. Islam gives us a way to live life completely, from A to Z. When it comes to
It
business,
doesn't
when it
matter,
comes
bro.
to marriage, when it comes to raising kids, when it comes to anything, we have everything given to us on how God wants us to practice. Whereas Christianity
So
depends
if
on.
you was Salam, let me ask you a question. Don't run to the Bible just so yet. If you was to face any other way but to the Kaaba, if you're praying by yourself, there's no brothers around you. You're praying by yourself. Would your prayer not reach Allah if you don't face the Kaaba?
It's not that I wouldn't reach Allah. Allah can hear me wherever I am. Allah's everywhere, right?
Okay, so what does it
And that
matter if which
every
direction you
direction
face?
you look, Allah is there. Not in a divine simplicity type of manner, meaning He's physically everywhere. In a sense that says in the Quran, He is closer to us than our jugular vein. I can make dua anywhere.
He's
I
closer
can,
to you than your jugular vein,
yeah.
but he's not nowhere near you. So according to you, he's above the seventh heaven.
Listen, the
He can't
direction of
enter his creation.
the
He doesn't
direction.
hold the fabric. He doesn't hold the fabric of this world together. He's not even. He's above Allah. I mean, he's above the seventh heaven. Allah is above the seventh heaven. but he's closer to you than your jugular vein, and you have to face Mecca to perform prayer, dua or whatever.
This is a command from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to face the Kaaba. To face, that's the Qibla. We have to face the Kaaba.
Command for Allah.
That's the command.
So why? So that's what I'm saying. So if you face a different direction, are you going to be in sin if you do it?
No, it's just not valid because he told us to face a certain direction. It's going against his command.
But is it a sin?
It's just not a valid prayer. It's not in sin.
Would your prayer not be heard?
It's not that it won't be heard. It just would not be valid. There's a lot of things.
So it won't be heard. If it's not valid, it won't be heard.
I never said it won't be heard. I used the word valid. Who told you not heard?
I said, hold on, you didn't hear what I said.
I heard
said,
what you said.
Okay, it won't be heard. So if you don't face, it's invalid. So if it's being invalid, that means he's not going to answer your prayer. So it won't be heard.
I never said it's not going to be heard. I said it's invalid.
If it's invalid, that means it's no longer good. That means that Allah will reject it.
No, it's. What are you talking about?
So if it's invalid, on what grounds is it invalid on?
Invalid, that is
Allah. Is it invalid to Allah, or is it invalid
in the sense that we have invalid to the sense invalid to the sense that we have 5 obligatory prayers a day that we have to do.
Listen, I know that, bro, but listen.
So there are other conditions, not just the
if your prayer is invalid, that means that your prayer is not no good and it won't be answered because it's now invalid because you're not facing the Kaaba.
So if you're knowingly going against Allah's command, when He tells us face the Qibla, He says face the Qibla when you pray, and I say no, I'm gonna face the other way and I'm gonna pray. Why would Allah answer my prayer if I'm not listening?
That's what I'm asking you. So is it a sin?
I never said it was a sin. I just said your prayer is not valid.
I'm asking you, is it a sin not to face the Kaaba?
I'm telling you, it's an invalid prayer. I never said it was a sin.
You said you're going against the directions of Allah, a command of Allah.
So it's not valid.
The command of God, that means that you're sinning.
Okay, if you're doing your homework and you don't write your name on the paper and you turn it in, is it valid? Are you going to get the credit for the homework?
That's not even the same thing.
I'm asking you questions. Answer my question. Are you going to get
analogous?
Are you going to just answer the question then? If you're
not analogous. So you're saying that Allah don't know your name?
Dude, you're not answering the question.
Are you saying that Allah won't know your name? Allah won't know who's talking to him?
Look, submission as a Muslim means following the commands given to us.
Okay, so now a command, you just said that a command is to face the Qibla.
Yes.
And if you don't face the Qibla, you're going against the command of Allah, which means that you are sinning and your prayer is now invalid.
The prayer is invalid. I never use the word sinning.
You're doing it. You're giving all of the context of meaning that you're sinning. But you're not using the actual word of sinning.
You're just not happy with my answer, so you're trying to impose what you want on it, and I'm answering to you.
If you ask any person that's religious that says if you disobey a command of God, that means that you are sinning.
Look,
so
as a Muslim,
don't face the Qibla.
Hold up. As a Muslim, I cannot sit here and say what is a sin and what's not a sin without knowing. I cannot pass fatwa without being knowledgeable. What I do know is that it's invalid.
Okay, what makes it invalid?
But what is the point of this? What is the point of this? Like, I don't understand what's the point.
You the one brought it up.
I didn't bring it up.
Yes, you did.
What do you mean? You're the one that was saying that we worship the Kaaba, and I'm giving you the reason that we face the Kaaba, to unite the Muslimin to all pray in the same direction.
Oh man, I got other guests, man. I appreciate you for coming up, though, Salam.
You gotta be genuine, man. Can't be like that.
Being genuine,
no, you gotta be genuine, man.
I don't think you're being genuine
I
with
am
me.
being very genuine. I'm being super genuine with you. You brought up those two hadiths. We spoke about it. You didn't want to concede your point. You wanted to
You
still
don't want
stick
to
to
concede
the.
your point because the hadith says what they says, bro.
No, but I'm saying the hadiths say what they say, but I explained to you ringing like a bell, as in severity of it, and the other one, the word bell is not even used in Arabic. So your two hadiths about, I want to see which other proofs you have for the revelations being from Satan other than those two hadiths.
And then you asked me, how do you know that? Why would Satan tell you to do these certain things if it's Satan?
Yeah, but you're
And then I
saying,
told you,
and you're
then
saying
I
because
gave
we
you verses.
worship the Kaaba like pagans.
Hold on, Salam. Then I gave you verses that is actually bad.
You said what?
Then I gave you verses 65:4, marrying and consummating the marriage with little children,
It's not children.
which I don't
Do you know
even,
the
which I
conditions of
prefer not to
marriage?
even go into.
Do you know the conditions of marriage?
I prefer not to go into because
Why not?
it just ticks me off because that whole subject ticks me off.
Why
Then
not?
you got 434 where you can actually hit and physically punish your wife.
And we could
then
talk about
you
that
got
one. Hey, we could
then
talk
you
about
got
that one.
424
Hold up,
where you are allowed
Lords.
to hold on,
Let's wait. No, wait.
then then 424 where you are allowed to actually uh have intercourse with slave captives that are actually married to someone else.
Look it. We could go
Then
by
you are permitted to lie under certain circumstances. You are permitted to lie.
we can talk about each one verse by verse. You don't want to talk about the Aisha thing? I'm ready to talk about it. If you don't want to talk about it, we don't have to. But I'm ready to
It's
defend
not
it.
even really Aisha. It's more than Aisha.
Okay, we could talk about the beating your woman thing, right? You want to talk about
I
that
prefer
first?
not because you're just going to go into the Arabic.
I'm
The
not.
Huna, that doesn't mean, it means hit her lightly with the
No,
miswak
no,
and
no, no,
all
no. You can
same
look at
old,
the
same old.
verse. You can look at the verse, right? It gives you step by step on what to do, and then also when you come to the point of hitting daraba, and the thing is, if you don't understand the Arabic language, again, daraba, it doesn't mean hit. It doesn't have a sense of severity of how much. It could be from a tap to an actual punch. That's what the word. It doesn't
Okay,
have
so
a
who makes the
severity.
judgment? So who makes the judgment?
Go to the hadith where the
So
Rasul
who
talked
makes the
about.
judgment on how severe could it be?
I'm gonna tell you right now. The Rasul sallallahu alaihi wasallam, there's a hadith where he talks about the severity of it, and he says you cannot hit them in their face. You cannot hit them where it leaves a mark or a bruise or hurts them. Literally,
Is that what Allah says in 434?
what
So
does 434
listen
say?
to a scholar. You're gonna listen to Ibn Kathir or whoever
I'm not
over
listening to
Allah.
Kathir. I'm listening
What
to the
Allah says
Prophet.
in
To the
434.
Prophet.
Allah
The
does not put.
the
He does. Allah doesn't put any type of stipulations on
the
it.
Prophet. The Prophet. I didn't say Ibn Kathir. I said the Prophet. Peace be upon him. The Hadith. You know the Hadiths. All of them are sayings and teachings of the Prophet, right?
It comes from the Prophet. Yes, to
So
the Isnad chain.
if you look at the Hadith about this verse, it will tell you you cannot hit your wife in the face. You cannot leave a mark. You cannot leave a bruise. You cannot.
Can you show me where the Prophet says this? Can you show me?
What?
Can you bring it up and show me?
I'm on my phone. I'm out of my house right now, so I can look it up, but I'll be muted.
You was
But
just in your
also,
house. You was just chilling and relaxing.
what'd you say?
You was just in your house chilling and relaxing.
Like I said, I'm not in my house right now. See?
All right, cool, bro. Whenever you get a chance, you can always come back.
Hold up. I can speak off memory though.
No, you can come back and holler
Go
at me,
back to
bro.
the wait.
'Cause
Look at the Quran first.
I have a topic, and I want to talk to other people.
Oh, see, man. Look it. Be genuine, man. Stop worshiping man. Worship the one true creator.
Come on, man.
Worship the
Come
one
to
true
Christ,
creator.
bro. God bless you, Salam. See what I mean? See what I mean?
More gracious. Wait, hold up, I got next. No dirt on my name, Wait, hold up, I got next. No dirt on my name, that's a flex, yeah. I just want commas, no drama, no stress, no. I got too much, I'm thankful, I'm playing. Way up on play. My life looking